American Express halftime report. 24 minutes in the books in Boston. Isaiah Thomas playing obviously with a heavy heart on this night and leads everybody with 15 points. 48-46 is the Chicago lead over Boston. As we welcome you to Studio J here in Atlanta, Ernie Johnson, Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. In our pregame show, we kind of took you through the afternoon for Isaiah Thomas, and if you're just joining us, we'll fill you in on that too. He had heard yesterday about the death of his little sister China in an auto accident, and you saw him with Avery Bradley hours before the game. There was a moment of silence, very emotional obviously for Isaiah, and then his teammates rallying around him. Charles?
Yeah, they really stepped up. You know, one thing that's interesting though, Ernie, he is so much pressure on Isaiah Thomas to make every play for the Celtics team. I don't look at anybody on their team that can get their own shot. Like he's the engine to make everything goes, and that's one of the reasons I don't think they're a serious contender, because I would take the ball out of his hands every single time and make somebody else, like the Cavaliers did against Paul George, make somebody else make a shot. If I play against this Celtic team, I'm not, because he's unguardable one-on-one. I mean, Isaiah Thomas is unguardable, but there's so much pressure on. He's a great player, but he has to make every single play. And at the pace they're going right now, it's not good.
And they got some help from Al Horford late in the half. He scored the last 9 Celtic points. What jumped out about Boston to you, Kenny?
Well, there it is, Al Horford. And his ability to be different and to create different opportunities. You're looking at my bunny from London and Malloy. So I got my bunny from London and Malloy today.
There you go.
Happy Easter, everyone. But bear with me as I try to talk to you loudly. But if you look at what Al Horford has done, use that. You let the play run. They say, okay, he's going to at least, if he doesn't score in the post, be our low-post threat. So get the ball inside. We need some type of threat. And even when we don't score, we have to get opportunities inside the paint from someone. So that's the first usage of Al Horford. The second is he's a ball reversal and a guy who can stretch the floor. Freeze it here. So now because Lopez is playing so far, he has the opportunity to throw the lob, and you get the lob pass because of his ability to draw the 5-man out. And lastly, freeze it. If you don't come out, Lopez, and you go help, like Charles says on Isaiah, he is skilled enough to make plays and shoot the short 15-foot jump shot. So you can't stay home. So he is the reason why Isaiah Thomas will have a little bit more ability to get things going, and you can't just double team him every time down.
You know, you go.
Appreciate you playing hurt
tonight. You
tonight.
need to go rest your voice, man.
Oh.
Take the rest of the night off. Go get some tea. Go down to Bulldogs. And drink some.
What's Bulldogs?
Sound like Dick Vitale over there. Go home and rest your voice.
American Express teammates.
Working hard, man.
American Express teammates come from the Chicago side. Robin Lopez leading the way with 12. Jimmy Butler and D. Wade combining for 14
yeah, but see,
in the first half.
That is one of the weaknesses of the Celtics. They're not a good rebounding team. They just a small team. And Robin Lopez is having his way. Out of those 12 points, I'm trying to think, probably 8 of those came on offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
They cannot keep anybody off the boards. That's going to be one of their problems they go forward in this playoffs and the rest of the playoffs.
Yeah, they ranked 26th in the league in rebounding. Meantime, taking advantage, and it's reflected in the points in the paint.
Yeah, Chicago's having their way, 30 points to Boston 16. Not only that, Ernie, they got 16 offensive rebounds, playing very well as we roll the tape. You know this guy right here has a little chip on his shoulder. He played in Boston. He wants to play well. Just can, go right around the defender. And right there, out-hustle your man right there, go back for the dunk right there. And this one right here, D. Wade playing with 5 young guys. Young guys being unselfish, moving the ball, making the right play, and taking a high percentage shot inside the paint. They're killing in the paint. And right here, D. Wade, great pass inside the paint. The closer you are to the basket, the better your percentage will be.
Chicago averages. Chicago averages.
That's why I got 4 rings.
43 in the paint per game. They got 30 in the first half of this one, and they lead it by a deuce, 48-46. We're
closer you to the basket, the easier the shot is.
No,
you just a regular John
higher
Wood.
the percentage.